In last week's video, I talked about the roadblocks of life and how life sometimes blocks you in order for you to reevaluate the energy that you're emanating and what you're doing in your outer world. And I talked about the difference between a roadblock or just a minor hiccup in life and what the difference is. This week, I wanted to go a little bit further into the subject of roadblocks, and I wanted to talk about how you respond to a block. So when life blocks you in every possible way, how do you respond to that? And I'm going to give you two tools or two ways in which you can respond to a roadblock that have helped me a lot. The first one is surrender to the block. And this one, from personal experience, this one was the hardest one to do for me. When I first started encountering the blocks of life, I had a really, really active ego still. And the ego always wants to react. The ego is a very reactive mechanism. So when something stops you, the first reaction usually of the ego is to say, screw you, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to be stubborn and I'm going to keep going down this road. And what happens is that the universe is a lot stronger than your ego. So the universe will just keep giving you block after block after block. So surrender is the most important component when you reach and identify a block. Literally take a deep breath and kind of melt into that block, because you can recognize that that block is there for a reason. It's there to help you in your evolution. So if it's there to help you, why would you fight against it? Why would you fight against something that's there to help you, to help you grow, right? It makes no sense. So surrender into the block. Close your eyes, just take a deep breath, surrender into the block. Because once you surrender and you make your body more flexible, once you make yourself to more space, then you will begin to see the lessons that the block has to show you, right? The second thing that you can do in order to respond well to a block is to pay attention. And this is really another way of saying live presently, live intensely in the present moment. Always be present. And why is this attention so important? Because once you identify the block, once you surrender into it, you can only really start getting answers to why that block is there when you pay attention. Life speaks to you all the time. So maybe it can be that that block can be simply a door closing in one way, but if you turn your attention somewhere else, there may be another door right next to it that's the right one for you. And you can only see that door when you're paying attention. Or it could also be a complete block. I've also gone through those also, where it's not just one door that closes. It seems like all of them close. And there's a purpose to this too. The purpose for all of the doors closing at the same time is for you to look deeply within. And that is also a miraculous place to be. There's no need to panic when all of the doors close. You just sit down on your meditation mat and you close your eyes and you go within, because the answers are all inside. There are doors inside of you that need to be open. And once you do that, once you go within and you identify why that major or minor block is in your life, then all of the doors open. It's miraculous. You won't just have one door open, you'll have a bunch of them open. So this is what you need to do to respond properly to a major or a minor block in life, is to surrender to the block and then live intensely in the present moment. Pay attention to life speaking to you so that you can know how to respond, how to move forward, how to reset, because it's really all about resetting your energetic foundation. Once you reset your energetic foundation more in accordance to what you're supposed to be doing, and that's a divine alignment, then everything becomes easier. The road is lit up. Have a great week, everyone.